When you just start driving, or you simply don't drive too often, it might feel very terrifying to drive at night, and people get very nervous. And I was at the same boat as well, trust me. When I just started driving, I was avoiding night driving as much as possible. But now, driving at night is one of my favorite things to do behind the wheel. So first of all, let's start with the checklist. One of the most important things is your lights. Please make sure to turn on your headlights whenever you start driving at night. And also, one of the good things to check is to actually go outside and see if your headlights are properly and your taillights as well. And to check your brake lights, you can do it on your own by filming maybe a video on your iPhone or ask a friend to see it for you. I checked it a couple of days ago, so I won't do it right now. The other thing is to check your turning lights. So this turning light works, this as well. Yeah, just make sure your indicators work all over your car, because it's very important to be able to signal people what you're doing, especially at night. The other good thing to check, and I figured it out the hard way, and it's making sure your windshield, your windows, your side mirrors, your rear view mirror is clean. Our visibility is already poor at night, so if you would like to add even more poor visibility by having a dirty mirror, a dirty window, or a dirty windshield into the mix, it's just gonna get worse. The other good thing to check is to make sure your interior lights are off, because it can actually cause glare and you can blind yourself and maybe not see a pedestrian or a car in front of you. And the other great feature that hopefully your car has is this physical switch for dimming your digital cluster and your screen. Just make sure it's not too bright to blind you and, again, cause glare. The other good tip I have for you is to make sure you know the roads you are driving at. It could be dangerous to drive at the roads you don't know, since you don't know any potential hazards that can happen, and it's sometimes very hard to recognize the place during the night when you even know it during the day. So just make sure you plan your route in advance to make sure there's no hiccups. And finally, the most important thing is to make sure you're not tired, you're not under an influence of an alcohol or any potential drugs. This is one of the most disgusting and irresponsible things to do in your life. And there's so much of unneeded risk of someone else's life and your life. So please, don't do this ever. So with this out of the way, let's hit the road. We'll talk about some more potential hazards when you're driving at night and how to overcome them. But before we start, let's actually talk about some statistics. So first of all, it is 3 times more likely to get into an accident during the night than during the day. And I will link all of the information I found in the description below if you're interested. But the other fact is that only the 1/4 of our driving is done during the night, but at least 50% of accidental deaths on road occur after dusk. So this is why we have to be extra cautious while driving at night, to make it more enjoyable and safe. And another good tip for you guys is to clean your headlights and taillights as often as possible. It increases your visibility at night dramatically. You need to know how to operate your headlights properly. If there is fog lights on your car, you have to know how to use them. You have to know how to put on your brights on. So for example, in my car, to turn on the fog lights, I have to pull it to myself, and now my fog lights are on. So before you actually drive at night, read your manual and make sure you understand how to do all of this stuff. So the first obvious hazard when you're driving at night is poor visibility. And it is good when you live in a city where you have this great lighting at night, so your whole road is greatly lit, and it's very easy to see what's going on. But there are some roads where you see much, much less. And one of the greatest hazards is animals and pedestrians. Since you only see the road, you don't see any potential animals that are going to cross the road, or you don't see any people crossing the road because they're out of your sight. And that is why we have to account for that. We have to be more cautious. We have to go slower. And it is very logical because whenever we have less visibility, we have less reaction time. So that is why we have to be slower. So let's say we are coming towards an unfamiliar area for us. Let's say you have never been on this road before. We can already see that it's probably some kind of residential area, so we don't know if any people like to walk here at night, maybe walk their dogs or play with their children. We don't know, right? So we can't just slam through here at like 80 kilometers per hour. It is not how it works. If you can't see anyone walking here, it doesn't mean there is nobody here. You just have no visibility. Even though my headlights are on, it's still limited, right? I cannot see everything. I think a good rule of thumb is to go slower. So let's say you know the roads and you know approximately your average speed during the day. And let's say during the day you go at one particular road at about 50 miles per hour. Just go 5 to 10 miles per hour slower as a rule. It's just gonna save you lots of reaction time. And also during the night, it's very important to be not distracted. This is the worst time to go to your phone, text with someone, watch a video. This is the worst time. We have already discussed that we have less reaction time. So if you are distracted at the same time, it's just, it's just a recipe for a bad time. The other thing that I'm thinking about all the time when I'm driving at night is that even though we have decided that we are not going on a drive when we're tired, when we are drunk or high, but trust me, not everybody thinks like that. It is more likely to encounter people who are impaired or tired during the night. Just make sure you leave enough room in front of you, enough room from your back or from your sides, because you don't know if the person next to you is in a good condition to drive. Just play defensive when you're driving at night. This is one of the greatest rule of thumb. If you're taking one thing from this video, is that you have to play defensive when you drive at night. This is the best tactics you can use to be safe and just enjoy yourself. It's actually a good tactic to use during the day as well, just to play defensive. But during the night, it's much, much more important. The other thing is that during the night, people are more reckless on the road. They can perform some very dangerous acts. They can cut you off on the highway. They could be tailgating you, or they could just simply not follow the rules because they think, it's much, much safer to not follow the rules at night. There's less enforcement, whatever. People are more reckless at night. Remember that all the time. And you'll be safer if you just know that and you play defensive. The other thing I wanted to talk about is to be more careful on the traffic lights and stop signs. Because it is much more likely to encounter a person who is not following, the traffic lights or the stop sign during the night. So let's say you are passing the green light here. Just make sure to check your left or right, wherever the hazard is coming from, to make sure nobody is running the red light. And again here, whenever you're passing any green light during the night, just, peek a little bit. Make sure there's no people being reckless. And then you cross. Don't just blindly go on the green light during the night. You basically can get T-boned in a car by just going on the green during the night. So make sure you check for any potential reckless drivers around you. I always like to scan around me all 360 degrees every maybe 5 seconds or so to make sure I know every single car's position around me. And I feel much more comfortable knowing that I am aware of my positioning on the map. If you think about it in 2D, just imagine yourself as a car on a 2D map, and you just want to know all of the other positions of other cars around you. When you do that, it's much easier to be safe and just enjoy yourself. And while we are driving right now at night, I don't feel nervous. I'm actually very relaxed, as you can hear from my voice, because I'm aware of all the situation going around me. I'm aware, that there could be impaired drivers. And as you can see, there's less traffic. It's calm. It's very cozy. You can, play some of your favorite music. I love driving at night. It's actually one of the best therapy things you can do to yourself. Whenever I have a bad day, or whenever I'm so tired of my work during the day, I just like coming out for a good, relaxing night drive. It's such a great thing to do to unwind yourself from a daily routine. And I wanted to make this video to maybe encourage more people to be more responsible when they're driving at night and enjoy themselves more, enjoy driving more. My whole channel is about enjoying driving and how we can make it safer, more fun, and more efficient. So right now, I'm making sure there's no cars coming from left and right. We are good to cross. Recently, my channel crossed the 1,000 subscribers mark, which is a great deal for me. I wanted to thank every single one of you who are watching my videos and enjoying them. And this number motivates me to create even more engaging, fun, and useful videos for you guys. To give back to you, I decided to organize a little giveaway. To participate is sufficient just to leave a comment under this video, and I will randomly choose 2 winners. Unfortunately, I'm only able to send the prizes to people in North America, so sorry to the people living outside of Canada and the United States. I'm going to give away 1 trunk organizer for your car and a snow brush for your harsh winters. Again, thank you so much for supporting my channel. Please consider liking this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of content. Alright guys, this video was very fun to make. I hope you enjoyed this one. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one.